Well, it's the weekend and yep, it's fucking raining again. Let's get into another beer review. Hey guys, well yeah, like I said, weekend, raining. What's new? Well, new thing is it's actually really cold. There's a polar blast or something coming up, and it's actually fucking freezing. But anyway, we've got a beer to do today, and it's a little bit different. I was provided this and asked for my opinion, which is, well, something that I've never done before, given my opinion on beers. This is a different one though. This is actually special in the fact that this is gluten-free. So these suckers here, fucking focus, Jesus Christ, this camera. Gluten-free beer. Now, I went on these websites, so it's Scott's Brewing from Oamaru. Oamaru, if you didn't know, is known to have the most taverns and brothels of any city or locality in New Zealand, so sure, might be off for a trip down there. For the taverns, obviously, for the taverns. Anyway, these fellas, Scott's, started brewing gluten-free beer up in West Auckland, I think, in a garage, something like that. And yeah, I mean, gluten-free beer, but like, I would think that if you have something that is fairly, I don't know, unique, like gluten-free beer, like this is gluten-free. If you had something unique, you'd do a little bit of a write-up about it. But I went onto the website, had a look to see if I could, you know, tell you what it was made out of. Because I don't know. And there's nothing. There's no write-up about it, about any of the beers. Actually, there's just like the bottom of the page has all the beers that they make, but there's no information in relation to those beers, which is a little bit. It's a little bit, I don't know, I just want to know what I'm looking at, you know, what I'm interested, that's what it is, interested. So anyway, this one here says this is brewed by hand using gluten-free grains, hop, yeast and water. So I did some, you know, I did it for you guys really. There's a whole lot of shit that you can make beer out of other than wheat and, you know, rye and shit like that. Well, rye I think is one that they can use in this because it's in the gluten, maybe, I don't know. Some of that fucking wheat or whatever they use to make beer that does have gluten in it, there's shit that doesn't have gluten in it that they can make beer out of. Rice is one. So Japanese rice beers, no gluten. Sorghum, whatever the fuck that is, but apparently that makes the beer sweeter. Buckwheat, you can use that, and that doesn't means there's no head on the beer. So because they're not traditional, it's not made the traditional way, it obviously behaves a little bit differently when you chuck it in a glass. But I have heard this is actually pretty good. That's what someone's told me, and I don't know, I'm going to try it. It just says here, our standout pale ale balances a light honey taste with bitey bitterness and crisp citrus notes. This is no ordinary beer. It's a pale ale, gluten-free. So let's see what we... Here we go again with that fucking bottle opener. It's probably in the same place that I left it last time. Fuck's sake, I'll work it out one day. Alright, so straight off the bat, it's got a nice sweet smell to it. Chuck it in the old Commonwealth Games glass. Well, if I got poured that in a pub, you'd struggle to know that it was gluten-free, wouldn't you? You'd struggle, you'd go, oh yes, I can tell that's fucking gluten-free. You wouldn't have a goddamn clue. You wouldn't have a clue. So, you know, some people do, you know, suffer quite severely from this bloody gluten thing. Yeah, it must be terrible, not being able to drink all the beers in the world. Anyway. Jesus Christ, that is yeah, so it is bitey, bitter. It is bitter, like they say. It does have those citrusy tones to it, sort of. It's quite juicy in your mouth. It's a lingering bitterness too. It's got quite a good bitterness. It sort of holds in there. Holy shit! This is good. Like, even as just a normal beer for someone who isn't gluten fucking intolerant, this tastes pretty good. It's really nice. I know these are quite pricey. I think you can get them for about $25 for a 6-pack. Which, I mean, at the end of the day, that's the price you're going to pay for a craft beer, and this says it's a premium craft beer, and it essentially, well, it is. It is a premium craft beer. It's very nice, and you can drink it if you're fucking intolerant to, you know, the evil gluten. So that's actually really, really nice. Like, even as a normal beer, I'd fucking drink that. Oh well, looks like we're off for a trip to Oamaru to have a look at the taverns and Scott's Brewery. And I know I read online something that they make pizza there as well. So there you go. Go to Scott's Brewing Company down the mighty south of Oamaru and grab yourself a. What do you want? Grab yourself a pizza and some beers. Catch ya. See ya. Bye. Get out of the rubbish.